What's good? It's Chigozi. This video's to show you how to do two things. How to read the news. Well, how to do a lot of things. How to read the news, how to understand what the state of California likes to do, how to see how the Jesuit order is putting out more rituals today, and how to see really when fires are going to be reported in the media. This is part of the pattern of fire that we've been documenting for years. Fire equals 29, 25 in the reduction ciphers. Today is the 2nd of September, 2/9. They're reporting at least 30 trapped in boat fire off California coast. Watch live the latest news on the fire. So hopefully we can use our 9 minutes of CNN Goyam to watch the propaganda and see what they're trying to program in us today on Labor Day. How more fear porn for the slaves. So why do we get that? There we go.
With hurricane shelters up, boarding up.
Hey, Aaron.
So our best case scenario
Thanks for dropping in.
Dorian does what all the weather projections are, and it makes a sharp turn to the north and stays off course.
So we're talking about Dorian now.
That's interesting, and I'm so glad to hear that your businesses are complying and boarding up, etc., because we just heard from our correspondent Nick Valencia in the Atlantic that they're not doing that. Many of them are not doing that. They're not taking those precautions. Tell me about the bridge, because I wonder when you guys, your city manager, you plan to close
I gotta
off
talk
the
through this, because if I just sit here and stream CNN and not even talk, dude, they're gonna think I'm like ripping their shit off. So I gotta be careful.
Mandatory evacuation started yesterday.
And people think I'm actually trying to promote this propaganda. Guys, this is staged. This is stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying the whole thing is staged, but I mean, they give you certain aspects, certain pictures. You get these certain actors to come out. Ross Blackburn. Look at this shit.
So the county call, and when they're
44, like kill.
But recognize that on the bridge, you're actually getting more wind and less resistance than almost anywhere in a community, and so it's important that people get out of the areas that have high vulnerability to hazards.
Right,
and that helps everybody.
Because in Tasmania they don't do as much weather manipulation. Here in America, the government, they purposely manipulate and manufacture these storms. That's why they come out in specific dates.
This hurricane to you
and
feels different than others.
We're gonna see a lot more.
Why? And how has that changed how your entire city is preparing?
Aaron, are you familiar with gematria? The practice of coding numbers behind words?
Is pretty amazing. Yesterday we had winds at 185 miles an hour on land in the Bahamas. The idea that might come straight ahead into the coast of Florida is a little bit scary.
All right, so this guy's talking more about the hurricane. I was kind of hoping maybe they'll talk about something more to this, but I guess might as well keep it with this, especially for someone watching the stream later on. But at least 30 on burning boat near California coast, 34 people on board, murder 34. That's the numbers they use all the time in these events. Murder equals 34. So they put these type of numbers inside the whatever they're doing. At least 30 in burning boat near California coast, Saturn 30, Jesuit 30. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I know. I definitely responded to your comments before now. Now that I'm seeing Aaron Harewood 2.0. There we go. Yeah, man. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it. $843, killing 43. It's just the same. So what we know now, the Coast Guard is responding to a 75-foot boat in distress off the coast of Southern California. New World Order 75. I don't know. Let's see this. I hope they're talking about it soon. We need some information on it. I thought we were going to get some more cool stuff. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it, Aaron. Yeah, definitely. Cause I'm literally just waking up. I've only been awake for like the past 20 minutes, and I'm like, well, I just put a video and I said, okay, I saw this. Might as well stream it for about half an hour, an hour. Most of the people in America are still sleeping. That's why I'm not surprised that you're in Tasmania. I know it's going to connect the people across the seas, which is great. I love that too. Novak Djokovic gets booed after he's forced to retire from a match at the U.S. Open. Oh man, I'm sure there's a section in the audience that started the booing too, just to make sure that people would follow suit. Had at least 20% of the audience do it. New World Order 75 again. So we had a 75-foot boat or whatever boat, how big it was. Yeah, 75-foot boat, updated at 7:05 from the New World Order. It's from the Scottish Rite Freemasons, Scottish Rite 75. And again, the guy's name, Novak Djokovic. He's a joke. It's a joke. That's why his name is Djokovic. I hope people got the reference. You know, I think they do it the most with the tennis. What, Roger Federer, the federal agent, Novak Djokovic. Maybe that's all coincidental. You know, I can accept the fact that it could be. But I'm sure that this gang knows subconsciously that it hits people in the head and they like it. And look when this happens, 34 years old. These are the same numbers in this. 34 people on board, 75-foot boats. Here, Novak Djokovic is 34 years old, updating this piece of sports deception at 7:05. Oh, wow. Here they put big three. Roger Federer is in the big three as well. Rafael Nadal. There's probably something there that I'm not seeing with his name. Big 321. Like Saturn. So Wisdoms. Happy Slave Labor Day. In biggest D. The Earth thing is, the Earth is not flat. Like, there's just no proof for that. I mean, if anything, there's proof of the opposite. They just use this weather warfare, and if anything, their weather warfare even shows more that the Earth isn't flat, based on how they do the weather manipulation. It couldn't, like, their weather warfare tactics wouldn't work on a flat Earth. But there's literally not. It's all debunked. You can debunk it just with bam bam. People here are sleeping too. I've never been another woke person in person, only online. I meet people who say they're woke. When I show them gematria and ag transpocalypse now, they can't handle it. Yeah, man. I think my if you start with the more gematria examples, because there's so many examples, man, where like you find the ones that hit with them perfectly. Maybe you can. I mean, it's not still perfect. Dude, there's people, of course, they'll never get it, and it's the point now where it's like it sucks. Like, I don't have to give up on people either, but sometimes you gotta like just maybe you have to move on to the next person, because there's gonna be someone that's kind of woke enough to maybe see it and then understand it, and then you go back to the person that won't get it. Because there's people that absolutely will never want to see. Hey, Suzanne. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Ian. I'm glad you can join as well. Tetrahedron study, Rudolf Steiner. I'll look that up if I do some research on this. Where is the sealed system? Yeah, I mean, let's go back to the propaganda. Let's see whether they're updating the 919, Chaos 19. 34 people on board, 5 have been rescued. Maybe at 5 you get 42. You know, for a boat fire that they're sensationalizing, this is pretty slow propaganda. Maybe they're waiting for more people to wake up. As in wake up from... It's so hard to even say that, because they're going to be sleeping. I was thinking the other day, it's just so funny. I know a lot of people online now aren't from America, but I don't know if you heard of this. New York, the city that never sleeps. It's just so funny. New York, supposedly the city that never sleeps. It's just mocking. They're always sleeping 24/7. I mean, 9/11 was literally there, and most of the state is still sleeping to the agenda. It's just so mocking. These people are asleep. The entire United States of America is asleep, and they're here telling you stuff like this. It's just comical to me. There are numerous fatalities. Okay, now we get numerous fatalities. See, now it's getting juicy. Because it's all going to be by the numbers. We have the stream going on still, don't we? It's still in commercial break, though. Now it's over. See? We have to wait for them to... You know, it's fine. They're gonna be live updating us on here. The stuff and creation of the humanoids. Yeah, you mentioned the stuff. The last... Man, well, it is Labor Day. Might as well put these on my watch list. I should be doing this with like a notepad all the time. I think every single video I need to have notepad open. It's just the easiest thing to do. And then I'll save it and stuff. You're in North California. What's happening? They're saying that there's a boat fire off the California coast, Santa Cruz Island, which kind of looks like North Cal. But it's kind of, I don't know. But you see where it is. My California geography is not the best. But it's by Santa Cruz Island. I think they're saying because that's where the red's at. Because again, red and black Jesuit order pairing probably is what they're doing. Santa Cruz Island. We're gonna do the gematria of that. Then that's important. Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz 33. That's why is that. Santa Cruz Island 156. Okay, I didn't want to say that this was a Society of Jesus ritual, but again, it's in the month of September. They go at it. They do these every day, and it's the point where it's like. Because I didn't want to call it Society of Jesus rituals every day because then it takes away from when they do it on Sundays and stuff like that. But I don't think guys they do these every day. Like they do these rituals branded with them all the time. The Catholic Church, this is their agenda. The Zionist Jews, the Scottish Freemasons, all in bed together. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it equals 223 like Masonic, like the Synagogue of Satan. It equals 97 like death. And I was seeing a lot more, again, Jesuit 30. Right when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is a Society of Jesus ritual. Jesus 29 is 2/9. But then I saw the date numerology. Yes, 30 numerology, Jesuit 30, 30 trapped. So we're getting these patterns out. So when I report the dead, it will match what we're saying. Maybe it can be more Catholic Church, Jesus numbers. Remember, fire 29, it's on 2/9. We can see, I mean, again, it's what? It's 25 days from the Society of Jesus' birthday. Fire 25. Because their birthday's on the 27th, it's the 2nd. See what I mean? Fire on 2/9, 25 days from their birthday, there's a fire. I hate to say it, but it's from the Catholic Church again. It's like calling out Donald Trump propaganda all the time. You call it out so much, then you can't say like, oh, because I said today's a nice Donald Trump day, Donald 2330, Donald 2350, Saturn 30. Trump 29 for the 11th state. It's still going to happen, but he's going to come out today and talk about the fires, probably. Just going to keep refreshing this, man. 22 minutes ago. These people are... At least it's slow. I mean, I'm glad the propaganda is not being pumped out so fast. Boat and fire both equal 38. Thank you for that. Boat 38, fire 38, and 25. Thanks a lot. Thanks TWTL24. I appreciate that. You have a great day too, Biggest D. Yeah, one day I'll talk with you more about that. Show you, I guess, my the things I understand about it, and show you why I think otherwise. But Tommy Sotomayor. Oh, you're probably talking to someone else. Do I have an email? Yeah, I have an email, but I'm like so bad at responding to it. I feel people my email, they'll email me, and I just feel so bad. I don't even because I don't check it off and stuff like that. But I'll put it in the comments, and I'll just make a conscious effort to actually be organized with it, because I should. It's no one's fault but my own. Your broken reality at gmail.com. I mocked it. Yeah, I looked into flat Earth. I've looked into flat Earth for years. As in, I wasn't into it. I just And by for years, I just mean like studying, like understanding like math and how things are on this planet, and like he's just going to the mountains and seeing like if you're high up in the mountain, the Earth doesn't even look flat. I mean, it's just stuff like that. Like just trusting my senses. It's just stuff like that. Well, my stream is titled "At least 30 trapped in boat fire off California coast." So I don't want to talk about the flat Earth the whole time, and I mean the flat Earth is a Masonic psyop. So, well, anyway, Djokovic 64, 75, 21. They're having this here. I don't know if his name does not some of these three numbers, but if it did, I would just die laughing. It doesn't. I don't think they're that blatant. No, but Djokovic 46. The reflection is 64. 1270 31st prime 8935. I'm waiting for this to be updated more. By the way, that's why I'm going back to this. But I mean, I don't think even. I mean, who cares? Guys, Novak Djokovic is another deceiver. But if you're into tennis and stuff and betting, I mean, take into account this guy acts. These games are rigged. I guess we can look more at the Bahamas too. And then what if Kevin Hart? We got to keep an eye on this because they might update it again. Let's see if it's still 4. Yeah, it's still 436. It's the same. When will Dorian turn north? See, they're still. That's the whole thing that they're trying to capture people. Are they getting sloppy, or are we noticing more?
165 moving west.
165 moving west. You hear that? They start off this video saying 165 moving west. I'm going to answer that question. Answer that now. I think we're just noticing more. I think because it's just one of those things where you really, when you apply this to history, I find applying this to history is even more blatant. So I think they're even getting less sloppy, if anything. Maybe, but that might just be confirmation bias. They might just have been doing this just as blatantly the whole time, and they still just will because it's ritual. I think we're just noticing more. Ritual 81 here, 801. They initialized this.
165 moving west.
I mean, this is Scottish Rite's Freemasonic propaganda. Scottish Rite equals 165. What's the master builder number? 22. 22 equals 165. They're the master builders, the Scottish Rite Freemasons. All I do is make videos showing you how this is Freemasonic propaganda. So in a 2-minute, 33-second video, 33, that's also 233 is the 51st prime, the 13th Fibonacci number, Freemason equals 51. That's also 153 seconds. Jesuit Order 153, they are the Freemasons within the Catholic Church, always pairing themselves with the Scottish Rite Freemasons, and you click the video, and they made sure that these are edited videos. Someone actually, unless, because you can always blame it on a computer, but someone of their own volition went in, or they're instructed to make sure to cut this and start it with 165.
165 moving west at 1 mile per hour, just as we had at 5 a.m. Now,
see? And then moving west. West equals 67 like Freemasonry. West 13, again, 233, the 13th Fibonacci number, 2-minute, 33-second video. About 165 moving west. Scottish Rite, 165. They are the ones putting out the propaganda. They make it so obvious. That's when people are like, how do you know it's the Scottish Rite Freemasons? It's like, how can you ask how's the Scottish Rite Freemasons? Them, the Catholic Church, they're so obvious. And the Zionist Jews are behind it all, so that's why I mentioned them as well. And they also are very obvious, doing everything on these Jewish holy days and stuff. And there's Israel. Everything supports Israel, never demonizes them, but everything else gets demonized. Donald Trump's a giant Israeli supporter, so is Obama, so is Bush, so is everyone. It's obvious who this agenda is from. Sacrifice equals 170. Now Dorian is pounding the island with 170 miles per hour winds, so it's slowed down since yesterday. This stuff is just ridiculous. What's good, Triple M? What's good, Barry White? Yeah, I think so. If you guys want me to weigh in the trans thing, I also think it's a psyop. Do I think that there's trends in the media that you don't know about? Yeah, I think it's definitely possibilities out there, but one, it's hard to prove for in its entirety, and to think that every single person in the media is a trans, no exceptions, that's just a psyop. Like, how can you prove that every last one is? Yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't believe that every single person's a trans. I don't believe that the Earth is flat. I'm still deceived and confused. If that's what it means, then that's what it means. And that's also always been my argument. I'm the type of person that can admit that they're wrong and not be shamed about it. So if we found out that the Earth is flat and every last person on TV is a transgender, I'll come out and say I'm sorry for, or not sorry. I wouldn't apologize because it's not my. I don't know. I'll just say I was wrong. I didn't know, but now I see. But until I see evidence, I just can't. Why would I just blindly go with something that I don't have evidence for? That's literally a mental illness. Like, I'm gonna go for what I can actually prove. Like these repeated patterns from the Jesuit order. I mean, come on. Like, you see what these people are doing all the time. KKK cookouts. We can find race-based numbers on here, and if we don't see what we're looking for, we don't get it. You don't get 33, 4259. Except for white supremacy, 74. Sure, but we don't. Racism is ignorant. That's coded though. Racism is ignorant. 81. 108, like 18. Race, 1881. We're going to get race numbers in this propaganda. Provable, repeatable. That's why I love Inertia Indigo's channel. Measurable, observable, repeatable. That's the name of his channel. Please check it out. He documents a lot of these rituals by the numbers. Really good videos. It's measurable, it's observable, it's repeatable. You can prove it every single time. You can literally call it out before you click on it, and it always comes true. And we did it here in a live stream again. Look, Jesus Christ 146. I like to have this number on stuff like this. KKK cookouts, see, KKK 33, pairing with 146. On 9/1 Society, Jesus 91. Heated confrontation. They like to pair these numbers all the time. There's also that's also a 106-second video. That's the main thing they're doing right here. Absolutely. Black equals 106. 106-second video. And what's about the KKK? And again, race war equals 33. Race war 33. K plus K plus K, 33. I mean, these examples are so blatant. That's why, like, I don't even have a channel about making cupcakes. I don't have a channel about how to tie knots and stuff because I don't know how to do those things. I mean, I can bake a cupcake, but they're not going to be that good. It's like, I like to talk about what I know, what I know I can prove to people repeatedly, because I hate deceiving people. I hate leading people astray. That's something I don't like to do. That's why I hope you don't think I'm a shill. Like, the last thing I want to do is lead anyone astray. That's why I hate giving out misinformation. Like, if I made a mistake on the date or something, I really make sure to not do that, because I hate giving out wrong information. It's just always been like a pet peeve of mine. So, and I know you're not me, so it's hard for you to feel that, but that's why I wish some people were me at times. If they really knew how much I hated to give out misleading information, they would know how much I love just giving out stuff I know I can prove repeatedly.
Well, at least a whole bunch of y'all.
And I clicked on this to look for a 13 connection like I always do. I didn't 645, we're not 13 at 45. That's the most I see here. And there's more here, but yep, 33 coding. Captain tying knots. Yeah, I was always bad at I was Captain tying knots. I'll document. I might need that channel one day. Captain tying knots. I think I can remember that. It won't let me copy anything right now. I don't know why. Oh, I'll remember that though. Yeah, her 33,000 emails. And it's true, saved by grace. Yeah, I'm. You know what? But my knot's too thick. Yeah, I can't. Hey, Dwayne, glad you can make it to the stream. Really glad everyone's here. Even I love Biggest D. They might be into flat earther, but they're a good-hearted person who enjoys watching videos of the knowledge. It's one of those things where one day the truth will always come out to people. Oh my goodness, guys, the sports section. Every single time we get the numbers for the Jesuit order mainly, but now we get the Scottish Rite Freemasonry here. Justin Verlander, this guy's just an actor for the Scottish Rite Freemasons. Isn't that all I call him? Because that's what he is. Verlander strikes out 14 in third career, no hitter, 143. Like Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 143. We're just looking at a piece of propaganda coded with the numbers for Scottish Rite, 165. Remember that? With what we just were looking at 165. They start off that video with, and then now we have Justin Verlander strikes out 14 in third career no hitter. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 143. Oh my God, that's always been my thing. Like, I keep it very simple. The goal of my channel is to show you how CNN in particular, because if you can start with CNN, you can then branch out and see how it's all the same. But so really, it's the mainstream media in general. But if you can start off with knowing that CNN is a propaganda outlet from the Scottish Rite Freemasons and the Catholic Church, both owned and operated by the Zionist Jews, that's all I'm trying to show you. Then you can see that you're living out an agenda. They're all scripted events. The sports are fake. Donald Trump's an actor. All those things will make sense to you then. You start small and you work your way up. And I always like to do this too then. That's why I show you this. When you go to a not found, it could be you or it could be us, but there is no page here. That equals 580, which is like 58. Freemasonry 58. Some fucking hair in my mouth. Holy shit. I can't get it out. Damn. I still don't even think I got it out. Kind of irritating. Hurricane Dorian slams into the Bahamas, 946. Chaos 46, slamming into Bahamas, causing chaos. Chaos 46. A sacrifice. I don't know why this is front pages. Are they still really not updating this? Oh yeah, they don't update it that fast right away because they want people to believe that they're still okay. Oh, and don't forget 30 on burning boats. 5 have been rescued. Catholic 35. Thelema 35. Again, boat and fire equals 38. 947. Oh my goodness. 47.
Joins me from our Los Angeles.
Their compass set at 47 degrees. Illuminati 120. Oh, so while we have this up still, because they might. Oh, this is the Hurricane Dorian. I want to keep this up because we're gonna have, for the people that keep joining. I want you to see this 165 example.
165 moving west.
West equals 67 like Freemasonry. Scottish Rite equals 165. Scottish Rite Freemasonry 165 moving west. And we just saw Justin Verlander 143. Verlander strikes out 14 in third career. Scottish Rite Freemasonry 143. This is propaganda from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. That's just the simplest message I have, because that should then spell out everything. There's so many people that when you say the Freemasons do this and that, they think you're a conspiracy theorist. So okay, if you think the Freemasons don't even do anything, you don't even think they exist, there's people that don't even think or know they exist. So if you're that behind, I mean, the least I can do is show you how this is complete propaganda from them, because then that should be able to wake you up to the whole agenda. Look at this 54. Jesuit Order 54. Sun 54. Fire, sun, boat 54. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. First off, I said earlier in the video, I said this is a Jesuit Order ritual, but I tried my best to hold my breath and not say it because I didn't want to call everything every single day a Jesuit Order ritual, but I couldn't help myself because it's so coded for them. We saw on the front, 30 trapped, 5 rescued, Catholic 35. Jesuit Order 54, Sun 54, big boat fire in California, sun the keeper of time, you know, going 88 connecting to time, California 88. Unbelievable. On Labor Day. I'm sure that's all for this as well. Labor 33, Labor Day 33, Labor Day 78 like Jesuit. That's why they're doing it. Oh, conception? Guys, this is a Catholic word. Immaculate Conception, the conception of Jesus Christ. Guys, what is going on? This is from the Catholic Church. Oh my gosh. Conception 51. You know, 2-minute 33-second video. Oh no, that wasn't on this. That was on the hurricane. That's the 51st prime number. Conception 156. When you're out 33, you get 156. Oh my goodness. I need to go back to the chat. Take a break from the propaganda. Struck out 14. Yeah, number for streaks. He struck out 14. I'm glad I caught this comment too. Probably talking about what, Justin Verlander. Yeah, strikes out 14 in third career no-hitter, end 14, dead 14. Good. And in sports a lot, they do it in sports. Another example. Really good catch. Wow. And it just shows Justin Verlander's an actor. I mean, that's all I call him. Because that's all he is. Labor Day 33, interesting, right? Word Conception is a Catholic name. Yep. Definitely a big Catholic Church name. Word, absolutely. That's not even me like putting things together or anything. I'm glad you agree. Absolutely Catholic. The name of the boat's Conception. I can't even believe it. And it's like, I'm just saying, like, if you go to the Catholic Church, just understand this is what you're going to. Like the Pope, because he's at the head of it. I'm just telling you, like, I used to be Catholic. I don't go there anymore. I can't. After seeing all this, how do you think I can do it? No, there's just literally no way. I just don't. Like, I get such a bad vibe now when I'm just around them, because these people are playing out all this bullshit tyranny, mind control. Numerous fatalities. I don't think we saw what this sums to. They said it's 20 miles off the coast. Death 20. Always pairing this number when they're talking about death. Numerous fatalities. 228 like death. 114 like conception. Oh my goodness. This is just so coded. Death 228 in the English Sumerian cipher. Death 228. And we said that there's always the numbers for death around this before we even type this in. Death 20, they're saying 20 miles in the propaganda. Numerous fatalities 228. Death 20, 228. Conception 114, like numerous fatalities. This is why my two favorite setups. The live updates like this, and then the photo galleries. Because it's all conglomerated. My favorite is the live updates, though. The photo galleries are more fun to look at because it's all the pictures. But the live updates is like, it comes out, you decode it. It comes out, you decode it, and it's all by the same pattern. It's just the perfect way to prove it. You know, tragedy equals 80-second video as well. With Illuminati 120, 165 miles per hour. Remember, they're talking about that in the other video. Here, they're mentioning that here in this video about the California. Wind speed, 165 miles per hour west, 1 pound. That's what that guy said, you know, moving west at 1 mile per hour. West equals 67. Scottish Rite equals 165. This is from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. I can't help but ignore the 61, the 18th prime up there.
Stephanie Elam joins me from our Los Angeles bureau, so it's very early in the...
I don't know how to pronounce Stephanie Elam, but if I could, or not pronounce, but spell, I want to get her name spelling. I could probably look it up, but it's going to have the Negro numbers. That's what I like to look for. I think Stephanie's a 39. No, it's not. I'm trying to remember. Well, we're going to do it, because sometimes it's always not by the pattern, but again, I like to see if we can see the pattern. If I can't, I walk away. I don't try to press it. It's all statistics to me. If it's even 80% of the time it happens, you know they're doing it on purpose. But it's way more than 80%, as we've seen. Elam 31, like slave. Slave 31. Stephanie 47, 97 to 25th prime. Jesus Christ 146. Stephanie Elam 50. Stephanie Elam 223. And this thing is, if you don't get the exact pattern you want, like you don't 42 or stuff like that, you get some straight up Masonic number. 223. Stephanie Elam, just like the Synagogue of Satan, just like Masonic, and of course 56, like the Society of Jesus. And they're using her to talk about this boat accident with conception. Again, Jesuit 30, 30 on burning boat. This headline's coded as well. I mean, we have to decode the headlines. For how coded these headlines are, I don't, wow. Yeah, for how coded they are, I don't decode them as much as I should. It equals 165, like Scottish Rite. The headline equals 165 in the most pure cipher. Here they're talking about the 165 wind speed. They make sure you see this during this video. This is a pre-edited video that they're giving you this particular clip, branding the propaganda. And again, with this, what does it start off with?
165 moving west at 1 mile per hour.
It is from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. Scottish Rite 165. I mean, it's just anyone new here, now you know that the Scottish Rite Freemasons, they run CNN. This is their deception and propaganda, and it's all by this code. That's all I want to show you. Kevin Hart has 11-8 initials, 118, death 118. I didn't even realize that until now. It's like, I don't know why I think his numbers are so good for death, but at the same time, just because he has those numbers, if they don't kill him early, they might have him in, this accident. He might be in another one, maybe 5 years down the road, another pretty bad accident, and he could die early at maybe like 58 or something, 59. Or even they could kill him at 74, guys. It's hard to say sometimes, but the Pope got stuck in an elevator and had to be rescued. Thanks for bringing up, Suzanne. That's one of my favorite patterns. We saw that in the last night's stream, or yesterday's stream. Pope equals 25. Vatican equals 25. He was stuck in an elevator for 25 minutes. On 9/1, the Society of Jesus equals 91. And that happened after we said there's going to be the Society of Jesus branded events in the media. But again, after today, it's almost like guys, tomorrow's 9/3. They're going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to have Jesuit order rituals. And they're going to have a Revelation flavored one on 4/9. And then they're the Freemasons within the Catholic Church. And the Bavarian Illuminati equals 95. So on the 5th, they're going to do something like that as well. And the Freemason equals 96. They're going to brand Freemasonic Jesuit order rituals on the 6th. It's at the point where they're going to do all these things, and watch, they're going to do them. It's just at the point, it's like, man, they can't let up the rituals. So, and that might be their line of defense. Hey, if we just pump out the rituals so much, they can't keep up with the patterns. Yeah, the Pythagorean and Chaldean ciphers, those are definitely, especially that Chaldean, they love those. Pythagorean, Chaldean, like Pythagorean's the full reduction, and Chaldean and the septenary, those are those other ciphers I don't use as much, but they definitely use them. Signed a bank deal, should have stayed in North Philly, from Beverly Hills. See, I gotta stop reading these comments backwards. I think I missed some of the things. Jesse Combs' death looks fake. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is. A lot of people on that little burning boat, life preservers, 4 foot of water. Yeah, it's probably just, I mean, this could be completely 100% staged, which, of course, that's usually what I'm thinking as well. I mean, it's all from the Catholic Church. You got 6 years invested in flat Earth, and you can see the sun just above the clouds, so you don't need to check the... I mean, there's channels that completely show you how the flat Earth isn't flat. I mean, you can check out those channels. Why not check out the channels that debunk what you're talking about instead of the ones that support what you're talking about? The guy's name is Wolf something. Like, I don't remember exactly his name, but again, we can talk afterwards, and I'll happily help you out. or by help you out, like talk with you, like have an intellectual conversation. Why do we need exact wind speed? Exactly. And who can verify the wind speed? It's just these are good questions, and it just shows it's just crazy. What has 165 miles per hour winds and moves 1 mile per hour? See, it's just like you ask you these questions, and it's just obvious. They're just making out these numbers for the Scottish Rite for Masonic rituals. Why do they switch ciphers? Is there certain industries that use certain ciphers? So they switch ciphers to really to make things work. It's the same reason why some will say, well, you're using this cipher now to get this number. It sounds kind of dumb, but like that's what they are doing. So the person blaming you for it, they should be blaming the Freemasons for it. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they're doing. That's why I call it making it work. So anyone says you're just making it work, you guys say no, that's them making it work because that's what they're doing. And my favorite example is Masonic. Let's start with how numerous fatalities. It's even just this numerous fatalities 228. You can't get this number with death with such a short, small word. You know what I mean? You can't get 228 without bending some rules per se, as in going out the alphabetical order. So death equals 38, but there is a cipher that you take each letter in the alphabetical order and times it by 6. And it's probably a more ritualistic reason why 666, a prophetic number. They probably wanted to make death. They wanted to make because these are crafted words, so they probably want to make death a word that when you did this 6 times 6 cipher, you get something like 228. There's probably even a deeper riddle to that. You know what I mean? But they had to use another cipher to make it work, and it's a good way to get larger numbers out of smaller words. Like Masonic equals, you can't get 223, you get 444, but you need the Jewish cipher for 223. And these are ciphers, and the thing is, they don't just say, okay, well, they don't make one cipher for one word. They'll just use the cipher then for everything. So they don't just, they don't have a specific cipher for one word. So for example, they didn't just make this so Masonic will work like this. They now have this cipher to get Masonic 223. And they had the cipher at the beginning. You know what I mean? They made Masonic based on these ciphers. It's all crafted based on this knowledge. And they use these as like art form. It's like, why do you have primer and like this color paint, but in this color paint you need like this type of thing, and like why do you need like glitter to do this type of thing? Like, you just need these different pieces to build your art project. You can't do it all with one medium. I hope that really explained it. That's how I've always seen it. That's why if anyone asks you about the multiple ciphers, I think that's the best way to explain it to them. And gematria, and originally, I mean, the Hebrew gematria is what, 14 ciphers? Gematria is originally supposed to have so many ciphers anyway. All for that exactly reason. They are different tools. I think a good way I like to put it is trading. It's just that. It's like the markets. You look at a chart, you see the different indicators you can use. These are all different mathematical calculations, but they all tell the same picture. And they all kind of work together. Like see this pink line up here? That's a standard deviation of this purple line. But you see how either it will bounce on the top, bounce from the bottom of that, and all respects it. The bottom of this as well. It might stretch out, and it all trends along this 180 SMA. So this is the past 180 average periods here. So the past 180 periods, 185-minute candles, this is the closing price average of them. And you see how it all works out together. You see? Bounced right off this. So these are like the different ciphers working together for an overall picture. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need any of these to trade or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Things working together to form a system. Oh, you're welcome, Barry. I'm glad I could explain it. And it's really, I hope it's really helpful because you will definitely get challenged a lot with that. So that should definitely put into perspective for people. Oh, one new update. This is always so exciting, but sometimes it might not be exactly what you can work with. Coast Guard. So, I mean, Coast Guard, this is originally coming out as Coast Guard, so it's nothing new, but we can do Gematria. Coast Guard 37. C's the third letter, G's the seventh, 37, the 12th prime. They did have a 120 video, and they just updated this at Coast Guard, right? CG 37, 37 is the 12th prime. Well, 37 is the 12th prime. We'll try one more time. It's the 12th prime number, and then we just see this propping in and out. Minute 20 video like they had, and now they updated at 10:02, 12, 12, 12. That's just what they call it. There's probably a more specific reason I'm not exactly seeing right now, but you see what they're doing. Catalyst core can't board yet because the fire continues to reflash. It's just more dramatic theatrics. It keeps being extinguished and reflashing, possibly due to the amount of fuel on board. Unsure why, but it's consistently being put out and reflashing. Drama. It's drama. Do you see what this thing sums to? 57 and 156. It keeps being extinguished and reflashing. Blah, 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 blah. What he just said in this propaganda. In case someone was like looking away or something. See what he just said, this quote that they put in this block quote text. It sums to 570. So they're deliberately coding 57, Scottish Rite 57. And then 1506 using alphabetical order, that's 156. False flag, 156. There's 33 degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. When you write out 33, you get 156. Everything we've decoded has shown you this is Freemasonic propaganda. 33, 156. You know what I mean? False flag, 33. Jesus Christ dying at 33. You know, other things like something 57, Moon 57, Jews 57. World Series equals 57. When you're at 57, you get 131. It's a championship type of number. Championship equals 131. That's another pattern. Although it could always be tied in with this. You know, you can't overlook stuff like that, especially if you like to decode sports. If I decoded sports actively, guys, I would always, my head would always be pumping. I would always be saying, how does this relate to the California teams? How does it relate to this and that? You can't leave any stones unturned. They bury these things in some of the propaganda. Only thing is when they do it, they make it so obvious that you don't have to even look too hard. So you can still let it come to you. 34 people are confirmed missing on a boat fire. Again, Jesus 34, murder 34. 330, 33. Guys, this is update. This is fresh propaganda. 1 minute ago. 33. So think about their agenda back in 1717. Modern Freemasonry was founded in London, England. We're 2019, September 2nd. This has been a couple minutes now. So just 2 minutes into their agenda, and look what they're doing. They are still operating by the numbers. This propaganda software application is pumping out the shit by the numbers. 3:30. Santa Barbara County Fire Department received a mayday call of a vessel in distress off the Channel Islands at 3:30 a.m. local time. This is Masonry. Masonry 33. Against secrecy 33. Police 33. Jesus Christ sacrificed at 33. Very special number to this gang. Unbelievable. Baron, bar like lawyers, or Bayer, Saturn. It's interesting. I never got that into my head. Like I never thought of that like that, but it's really interesting. See, Amaterasu Solar. Welcome to the stream. By the way, I'm really glad you're here. Amaterasu Solar again. I agree. NASA lies and fake things, but FE, flat Earth, is to distract us from looking for a reason why that does not require throwing out observation, measurement, calculation, and geometry as flat Earth does. Yeah, exactly. Flat Earth. It throws out all sorts of calculation and everything. Said it perfectly. I wonder if the numbers in CNN are generated by AI. I'm starting to think they are. I mean, just at this point, why not? Why would you, in this computer age, and these people like to sit around on the golf course all day, which can nothing wrong with playing golf, if that's your thing, but that's what they do. Why would they want to, and spend more money on someone to sit in the office and do it? But maybe they love to do it. I don't know. But I think they're generated by AI as well, just like how the market, because you would also think, I wonder if the market is, run by AI, but it's absolutely proven that at least 60% of trading is done by algorithms. And I think it's a lot more than that. I mean, it just is. And if you get into things like penny stocks, momentum stocks, smaller companies, then it becomes more human-based. But the spies, most of the computers trade this shit. But you can also use that to your advantage. It's like playing a video game, playing against a computer. If you know how to exploit it, you can beat that too. You know what I mean? So you can actually use that to your advantage. It's not always a negative thing. Yeah, I think a lot of computers are doing a lot of things. I think like the actual ritual, like AI always misspells words. It's funny sometimes. Yeah, a lot of times in CNN propaganda, there's some typos and misspellings. They'll come, oh, we actually meant this and this happened. It's probably the AI fucking up. Yeah, but I think a lot of this is probably computer based for sure. Freemasons are psychopaths. Freemasons should be illegal. Well, Freemasons are psychopaths. You know why? You know why I don't think Freemasons should be illegal? And it always goes back to just my interpretation of the agenda. The illegal is all about the laws, the federal government, laws and legality. That all is the Freemasons. They are the legal illegal. You know what I mean? They are the people making the laws and all the stuff. So it's like a paradox. You know what I'm saying? It becomes paradoxical. It's the same line of light when I say like we don't like I love free speech, but in this agenda, why should there be free speech? As in, we are a bunch of we're in tyranny. Why would there be free speech in a tyrannical system under these people? There just it wouldn't be, and there's not. That's why we need to get rid of them. And, that's why my answer is always the same. That we need to get rid of them. Well, Charmaine, glad you can make this stream as well. Unscrambled Dorian do rain. Yep, do rain. And it definitely is raining. It's just disgusting. Dave Kerner, mayor of West Palm Beach, Florida, is speaking on CNN. He said, "My heart goes out to the people in the East." What a nasty man. They cast spells with laws and rules. Yep, they're spells. That is what they are. Yeah, but it's messed up and sad. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's the thing is their power is the mind control. That's just the thing is their mind control is so powerful. Because there's people that just won't even hear. Like there's people that there's people that literally have the mentality of like anything conspiracy theory at all, just absolutely don't. They tune it out. Like I'm not even kidding. Like talk about 9/11. Like it's just like for example, I don't like. Let's say you never liked football and sports, especially if like you're female and you hate it when guys are just always talking about sports and you just literally tune it out every single time and you don't want to hear about it, you don't want to talk about it. I don't know if it's a good example, but like it's something like that. There's people that don't care about conspiracy at all. And it's so bad. It's like we're living out in a conspiracy. It's all conspiracy. It's just not theory. So it's like it's so bad. They're so programmed to completely ignore conspiracy because that's what they're living out. So it's a 75-foot commercial dive vessel that reportedly had 39 people on board, Number connected to Jesus Christ, Jesus 34, and 39. 39 books of the Old Testament, Masonry 39, Zionism 39, Federal 39. You would think this boat came from New York. Happened at 3:30 with the 39 people on board, New York 3339. Here's a location of burning boat off Santa Cruz Island. That's stupid. Come on, give me some more stuff than this. Maps 4 News is coded. This is coded. They code everything. They brand everything. See? 33. Maps for News, 33. They brand everything. That's why it has 47. That's their main branding number. 47 equals 47th problem about establishing a foundation. Their compass with the 47 degrees because it pays tribute to the tropics set at 23.5 degrees each side. Maps for News also equals 114, like the name of conception, the name of the boat. Maps for News equals 110 like prophecy, and of course news equals 47. Maps for News. News 61 as well. We can't forget that. So coded. And the thing is, it wasn't just something arbitrary. It was they branded with 33. We even get the number for news, 47. They're using even conception, 114. They're branding with this. It's all a riddle. That's all this stuff is. It's not meant to. It's really meant to entertain you, but in the way they like you to be entertained. This is entertainment from the government. Government entertainment. But mind control. But entertainment to entertain is essentially mind control. Why 47 degrees? What do they know? I think just always because they like to go back to mathematics, the world, like how like things are. So they probably go to the tropics. That's just why I think the history of that is. And then yeah, 40 and thanks for pointing out amateur solar again. 47 degrees plus 90, as in the square, is 137. 137 to the 33rd prime. It's just all a riddle. You want to get into stocks? What should you do first? Do I know anyone you could follow that does stock content based on gematria? Based on gematria, I'm the only one. Me, I think Zach does too, because Zach does a lot of market predictions, market sell-off, and he's right all the time. I mean, he's called really, really big moves in the market. He's called the time the Dow could barely hit 26,000 and it sold off from there. And Zach's a lot of things. But if you mean, someone who's consistently doing it, stock content, I guess it's just me, and I don't even do that often. And I don't even me because I don't even trade much based on gematria. Like I use to influence my decisions a lot. So I guess I do, but I don't I focus more on low cap stocks, stocks between $2, $10 that are running on news, that are just being pumped up. Like pump and dumps. I like trading pump and dumps because that's what I understand. They're fun. That and ETFs. And what's good, Anonymity with the E? Glad you're here. Late again, but this is just an impromptu stream. I don't know how long we've been streaming. Oh, 56 minutes. Okay, not super long. I was like, it's the morning. It's super hot in my room. They were all Steinsbergs. Maybe they hit an iceberg. Probably. Yep, conspiracy theory came out of the Kennedy assassination. It's a coin turned by the CIA, and people just use it like they're programmed. Because they are programmed. That's why I call things conspiracy theory. Oh, you lots of Kevin Hart stuff? No, I hope you like that video. That video was so blatant. That video had so many of the pattern for Jesus Christ all throughout. It was blowing my mind the whole time. It still does. Oh, you're welcome, Fernando. But hey, there's free channels also. There's channels I like that talk about trading. I think a good channel, depends what trading you want, but look into Warrior Trading. He puts out a lot of free content, and it'll show you how to get started, especially for beginners. And then from there you can find other people. And then afterwards, again, we can talk privately, and I can let you know other resources. Because I think to become a trader, in my opinion, it's all about forming your own strategy, and and you want to based on proven strategies, and following other people, seeing other people's strategies, what they do. You kind of over time build your own by that way. So, don't worry. We'll talk about it in the future. Because guys, every time I see like money issues, I just think like trading can solve a lot of things. Like if you just need a little extra money to pay the bills, yes, they tax it. It sucks, but it's like, or you can spend more time doing something and then they tax it. It's all about trading time for freedom, And there's ways you can get that tax heavily reduced based on how you trade or based on what you sign up for. You could trade professionally with as a LLC and pay a little less in taxes and stuff. So there's different things you can do. Killing 115, Masonic 115. I did a 1015. I mean, I'm just sick of saying the same things. But what can I say? They updated 1015, and we were at 15 at 38 like death, killing, murder. That's the only bad thing about this study. It's like I like showing you how it's a repetitive pattern, but like literally every single time you see 115 in Masonic propaganda, and I say it's Masonic propaganda 115, but that's just how it is, that's part of the game. That's how it is. Several dead in fire, officials say, but they still don't tell us how many. They keep saying several, so we gotta do several then. That's why they keep saying it. Okay, kill 44, 107 to 28th prime, several equals 28, ritual sacrifice 107. That's why they do it. That's why they do it. That's why they keep saying several. Because they kept saying it since for an hour now, and I'm like, okay, where's the number? But I get it now. Then we gotta decode the headline. Yeah, but man, like when I say like if I say like we can talk about it later, for example, it's just easy just leaving a comment on one of my videos, and then about like for example, you want more trading resources, you can leave it in any video, it doesn't matter about the topic, and just say, hey, I would like more resources on like where to figure this out, and then I'll respond to the comment, and then we can start a thread on that comment. You know what I mean? because YouTube's getting rid of their messaging system. It's just YouTube being retarded. They're turning into their censorship network. They don't want us communicating with each other. They want to keep it to the comments, so they keep it censored and bullshit, and have all the trolls there. But anyway, several dead in fire, officials say. 501, Conspiracy 51, Federal 138, it's a federal conspiracy. Propaganda 177, it's a propaganda event, like New World Order. Of course, as I'm streaming now, they fuck with the Marchinator. It's not a coincidence either. I mean, who knows? It could be, actually. See, I'm more open to a lot of things being coincidental, but I hope that helps anyone new see that these aren't coincidental. I mean, they have this 54 again, Judge will order 54, Jesus fit 34. Before it was 30 and 5. Now it's 34 people on board. Well, it was always 34 people on board, but they were saying 30 on the headline. And oh yeah, because MOR Gematria, he mirrors my videos. I love it. And that reminds me, guys, one time he mirrored one of my videos and he got like 3,000 views on his channel. That's amazing, because that means that's 3,000 people that's 3,000 people that then were to his channel. That means out of those 3,000 people, we got at least like 10 subscribers at the very least, you know what I mean, to be extremely conservative. So that means you can use my videos as, in a way, marketing material. I think it's amazing. So anyone wants to take my videos, mirror them, you should do it. Especially, I mean, you probably want to do it on ones that are about like celebrity death, things that are, very popular, so you can get those views on your channel to get subscribers and more people to see. So that's how you spread the word. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. Yeah, I was shut down once, and I think they're just waiting to do it again. They're doing it by the numbers. Yeah, definitely check out MOR's channel. He puts out the same research, as in like he shows Gematria with the news stories by the numbers. He does it on the fly, pretty much. He's really good at doing it. Just check out his channel. Yeah, definitely good to be repetitive. Helps us learn the numbers. Thanks. Yeah, repetition is key. For example, racism. I'll repeat some of these riddles for anyone dropping in. Racism is ignorant. This is a really good one. Counter protesters crash KKK cookout. K plus K plus K. 33. It's 11. 33. 106-second video. Jesus Christ also equals 146. But 106-second video. Black 106. It's about black people. And racism is ignorant. Like race. Racism is ignorant. 81, 108. Like race. Well, race is 18, but like 108. See, conspiracy 1, 2, 3. And their headlines some do 51. Like conspiracy. 1023, now they're updating this at.
Los Angeles Bureau, so it's very early.
Los Angeles. Conspiracy equals 1, 2, 3. 51. I'll be right back. I gotta turn on some AC. It's gonna start getting hot in here. And I don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this stream. Probably not too much longer. But maybe when they kind of slow down the updates. Definitely, I'm not gonna go past 11 a.m. I won't go past 11. I'll be right back. Alright, it's probably not going to help, because the more, like, I don't know, when you're talking passionately about stuff, AC and fans don't even do anything. You know what I mean? It's kind of get heated, because, guys, it's just, I don't know, my family's still saying, are you going to church? Go to the Catholic Church. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? You see what they're doing? And then when I show them what they deny, oh, they're not doing this. Or they'll say, who cares? One man doesn't do anything. It's all about God. It's like, I'm not going to pray at the building run by these people. You know, I'm sure they have an agenda behind it all. But anyway, it's for another day. Oh yeah, M.O.N.O.R. Yep. Puts up gematria knowledge, and he puts up consistently. He puts up videos pretty much every day. That's what I really like. Like, no pressure on anyone to put up videos every day, but puts them out. He mirrors videos. He's building a nice database. KKK Kardashians are brothers. Kartrashians. Kartrashians. Aaron Haywood, great. He is so important. Oh. See, I guess I have like this habit of reading the comments backwards. I don't know. I should not be doing that. It gets confusing. Governor Ron DeSantis speaking on CNN. Evacuate orders all the way up to GA border. He used the word engage as far as Trump knows about it. Engage. Engage 30. And they're saying 30. Thanks, Charmaine. This is perfect. Engage 30 like Jesuit. Engage 30 like Saturn. They're saying initially saying 30 were trapped. 24 deflection to 42. Saturn 4230. Conspiracy 123. Saturn 93 deflection to 39. Talking about Donald Trump as well. Donald Trump, as far as Trump knows about it, the Saturnian actor. Oh my goodness. Too perfect. Look at that. Wow. You hope they have 30 life vests, right? Guys, is Taylor Swift the guy? My answer is, how am I supposed to tell? I don't have the information. I see my own. Guys, this is my own experience with Taylor Swift. I mean, you have to understand. Besides, I've heard her music before. I've made a pretty good beat sampling one of her songs back in college. My friend used it for his mixtape, so that's one of my experiences I had with her. But in terms of looking at her, yeah, she does look like a lizard. She does, but so is Chris Bosh. But you know what I mean? Per my understanding, well, I don't know why it's doing this, man. You know what I mean? Think about it. I look at her like I see any other female. I see person with a more of a feminine face. Does she look a bit masculine? Yes. But there's women that just look masculine. You know, you have to take that into account. Could she be a transgender? Of course. But how am I supposed to prove it? And you can say, well, look at male anatomy. Well, guess what? I'm ignorant in that field. I am good at recognizing like subtly the difference between the male and female anatomy in that part, but I'm not in the scientific realm of it. You know what I mean? I don't have that down packed. So how am I supposed to tell you for fact that like what she is? If she's a male or a female? What information do I have? You know what I'm saying? So how can I sit and give you an answer? I mean, she very well could be easily just be a female, and people just think she's a male because it's based on what they're hearing on YouTube. That's another possibility, and it seems a very plausible possibility. And then you start looking at her, you look at Serena Williams, and it gets ambiguous. It's like, well, how do you know? Or you just type in, you do this like this models. Oh, I don't have safe search on. Because I don't know. Actually, I do. Good. You never know what they throw on here. You gotta be careful typing things in. It's like, you could argue that for anyone, you know? She looks a bit masculine. Is this a transgender? Could be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's what you're, like, it's added from Cosmopolitan, which is from this one world order. You can say a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it comes ambiguous. It just distracts from everything. Like, how am I supposed to prove anything? That's just why I'm saying. They can have gender confirmation surgery where a vagina is created. Yeah, they do have those types of surgeries. Yeah, it's definitely, I just can't prove, like, I don't have the information. You know what I mean? It's just like asking me, hey, my engine is fucking up. It's smoking right now. What can I do? I can't help you with that. I can say, go and look on YouTube. I don't know how to fix engines, so I can't give you my opinion on what to do. I could say don't drive the car. It's probably a good thing. But it's just the same thing. West Texas gunman reportedly has been fired from his job hours before rampage. Society of Jesus. I am so sick of seeing this number 56. And remember, Kevin Hart's crash was a span of 56 days from when he got the car. 856. Society of Jesus 56 is a Texas ritual. The New York Times are reporting now. I do want to see some 39s and 33s, but I don't think so. Is it a coincidence that they're talking about fired from his job at the same time they're talking about a fire in California? I don't think that's a coincidence either. Fired 33. There we go. That's what they're doing. Fired 33, 42. These are New York numbers. That's what New York Times reporting this. New York, 33 like fired. NYC, 42 like fired. New York City equals 57 like Jews, by the way. That's who runs it. Like Scottish Rite. I got close to some of this propaganda. Like this. Catholic Church 132. Again, Odessa, Texas 132. Seth Ator. I mean, what if we get Catholic Church numbers here? Saturn, Catholic Church, Jesuit numbers. Sacrifice. It's always just the same pattern at this point. 34, 47. Jesus 34, but 47. They're compass at 47 degrees. Agent 47. Guys, it's just the fact that the guy's name is equals 47. I mean, it's just more Masonic propaganda. Seth Ator, 47. Prophecy 106, 110. Murder 34. Ator 54, like Jesuit order. Like Sun. Sun 18, 54, 27. The Saturn Sun ritual from Texas. His last name equals 54, 18, 27 like Sun. It's just too much. Coded propaganda every single time. Forming agent, nouns such as agitator. I didn't mean for this to come up. I have this Google dictionary on. I really kind of like this plugin. Ator, forming agent, nouns such as agitator, propagandator. And I'm not sure that's what they're going for, but it's kind of interesting how they're saying that. He is one of their agents, Jesuit Order 54. That's what I can really confirm. Catholic Church 132, 1032 now updated at. Scottish 32. Oh, one new update. Good. What we know about the boat. Boat equals 38 like fire. What we know about the boat. 114 like conception. Wow. And this came out 2 minutes ago. Fresh, updated propaganda. The boat's called Conception. That's what we know about it. Conception 114. What they quoted earlier, remember that was 114. Now the new thing they put out, 114. What we know about the boat. The Conception 114. By the numbers. I'm trying to remember what the earlier 114 was. But we can rewatch the stream and see that. There's just so much to keep up with at this point. This is a ritual. I kind of want to see when's the Notre Dame church fire. This is synced up with that for sure. Let's see. Well, this is a nice little goodie. Updated at 139 from CBS News, the All-Seeing Eye Network. 139 like Freemasonry. It's also the 34th crime. See 316, going back to number mentions the coming of Christ, mentioned in the Bible. This is 316 is the Jesus Christ number as well. Broke out Monday evening. This was April 16th, 2019. Let's see when that Monday was. So the 15th, April 15th, 154, King James, 154, Jesuit Order founded in 1540. So let's do April 15th, 2019 till today. See if we get more Jesuit Order Catholic Church numbers, see how they're playing this on. 20 weeks in one day. Jesuit 21. 20 weeks and 1 day, Jesuit 21. That's 4 months and 19 days. 419 is the 81st prime. Ritual 81. It's a span of 141 days. When you write out 33, you get 141. And it's also 140 days, which is 14, dead 14, end 14. Death 20, time 20, it's also exactly 20 weeks. But you see how they're doing Jesuit 21, 20 weeks and 1 day. You know, of course, what are these people doing? Jesuit 21, 419. Remember, instead of typing in for 419, you know what we're gonna do this one? Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez, CA ward number 81. He died April 19th, 2017, 4/19, warning number 81. See, he died in a ritual. Ritual 81. 419 is the 81st prime. 419 is the 81st prime. He wars number 81, dying 4/19. So for this ritual, it's 4 months, 19 days. By the numbers. Yeah, it's just the same old thing. Masonic propaganda 3/22/2020. 33. I don't know if that's with 33, if you're saying that's with 33 numerology. Yeah, true sick. I guess I didn't follow the example. But I do want to see what that sums to. Masonic propaganda 167, the 39 prime, Masonry 39, propaganda 93, the reflection. That's actually pretty interesting. So Masonry is 39. So 160 Masonic propaganda equals 167, the 39th prime. Masonry equals 39. Propaganda equals 93, the reflection of 39. So they bundle both of those into that. Really interesting. Propaganda 93, Masonry 39. Very cool. Hey, Jeremiah. Glad you're here, man. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for liking and sharing. I really appreciate it, bro. 75-foot dive boat, 34 people below the boats. 3:14 a.m. where fire started. So they in the CNN propaganda they said 3:30, but they report somewhere 3:14 a.m. And that would not surprise me at all. California, which equals 88. Yeah, of course. Of course they would do some shit like that. I wonder how many sports players like that got away when he was arrested and charged for. Ator Hathor. That's interesting. You're watching their brother on CNN. You caught a weather reporter live saying 4 to 7 feet. Ha! Yeah, I'll check that out, man. You send it to me. 4 to 7 feet. 47. It's just, See Jeremiah's his icon. It's 47. What is 47? They keep showing the same still picture of the fireman showing his back with the oxygen tank that is black and has number 54. Yep, Jesuit order 54. Sun 54. They keep putting this number out. They had it on the propaganda earlier. They might have it again still. Yep, right here. Just some firefighter actor, number 54 right here from the Jesuit order. Remember, numerous fatalities equals 228, like death. Four rescue crew members, 4 connecting to death, foundation. Now en route to shore. I guess all we can do is decode the headlines. 174 like New World Order, 500 which is just 5. Number for rebellion, number for when you're at 5, you get 42. But New World Order 174. It's the New World Order brand of propaganda. And again, in gematria, you don't like the 4. You don't really need the 4. Like the 4 doesn't have the numerical value. You know what I mean? It's just the letters. So doing the pure gematria, you get 449. You get 170, which is sacrifice. Synagogue of Satan 190. Those people just brand the propaganda. Okay, I don't know. This gematria native fucking up with this might be even an indicator that I should close the stream relatively soon anyway. I've been streaming for about an hour. Maybe we can stream later when there's more information, more propaganda. No escape from California. And I feel a lot of people say that. I feel like they make it so it's hard to escape that state, as in, I don't know. It's like they make it so expensive to live there, where you just spend all your money there and you can't really do anything else. There's a bunch of homeless people there trapped too. They could probably Photoshop the numbers on the pics we see. Oh, absolutely. I'll Photoshop jobs from this game. Yeah, 314 with fire started who tells such an exact number like that. Proof of coding. It's just these small little things just prove it alone. And people just still think it's coincidence. It's like, yeah, Bin Laden was buried at sea. 4 times 7 is 28. 14 phalanges in each hand. 28 is the number of chapters in the book of Matthew. Very interesting. Wait. Chapters in the book of Matthew, yes. And also J. Smith, 28 is also a perfect number as well. Man equals 28. Man with the 28 phalanges. So these biblical things, these mathematical things, all go with the language, with the Bible. It's all hand in hand. Good information, Jay. That's why these live streams are great. Everyone's just putting out good knowledge. So, everyone sees what's really going on. Like, these riddles are just pretty clear at this point. I'm going to close some of this propaganda. I might keep this up, but one more time. Racism is ignorance. Some say the same thing as race. 106, second video. Black 106. KKK 33. Race War 33. Ritual 81. 801 here. I'll play this one more time.
Now, there has not been a
40 updates for the hurricane, though.
165 moving west at 1 mile per hour. Just
Scottish
as we
Rite
had at
Freemasons,
5 a.m.
Scottish Rite 165. And look at how they updated this piece of whatever at 1037, the 33rd prime, Authority 137, Washington, D.C. 137. It's a White House government number. White House equals 137. That's what the authority is. Authority 137. I don't think I saw the first name Seth real quick. Seth. Seth 56, like Society of Jesus. And he's the name of the West Texas shooter. I mean, I'm done with this, honestly. I'm so sick of this. It's the same. Those who were killed range from 15 to 57. What's 15 plus 57? It's 72. Jesuit order equals 72. Putting out this by the numbers. And then they said 29-year-old male carrier, 29-year-old male carrier, and a 17-year-old girl. I'll sacrifice 46. So the people that died then, some to 46. Okay. Sacrifice 46. It's just the same. Tisha B'Av 134, murder 34. So yeah, I think that might be kind of time to wind it down. It's kind of been, I think we've, and as I'm saying this now, up to the 1044. Kill 44. Time equals 144. When you're at a 44, you get 144. Again, Djokovic is a joke as an actor. That's what they say, 3-0, judge with 30. He's an actor for the judge with government, which is the Swiss government. The same game. Swiss, does not matter. Switzerland, Coco, these are all actors. Sports are fake. They're completely fake. Wawrinka, I'm sure this has Freemasonry numbers. I kind of hope it does. Oh no. I don't get. I mean, I don't even know what this is. I guess I don't get the pattern. One does connect to them in a sense, but I always look for just the straight up blatant stuff. I'll tell you when Wawrinka dies, it'll be by those numbers. Stan Wawrinka. This is an actor for the Freemasons. I've never heard of him. I'm telling you guys, tennis is fake. So I can tell you that right now. He's a Manchurian athlete. I don't even know what tennis equals. 81. Okay. Like ritual. Tennis also equals 36. But you know what I mean? That's just how it goes. Like in New York, they're always sleeping. Who is this? Some Monaco. Oh, he's a Swiss actor. He's 34. March 28th, 85. See, that's what I was looking for. Just the numbers for tennis in his name. Tennis 36. Date with 36. Numerology he was born. It's just always this easy to see. Tennis 36. Forwards and backwards. And he's born today with 36 numerology. I'm trying to prove to you that this is a Manchurian athlete. And look at this, even better. 116 numerology. Remember I said I don't know what Wawrinka means. I don't get this right now, but well, it's fine. I don't see it right now. I walked away. We looked him up, and I've never heard of this man in my entire life. We looked him up. I didn't even know he played tennis until I really saw this. And we see how his name equals 116, his last name equals 116, reverse alphabetical order, born today with 116 numerology, 3 plus 28 plus 85. An actor for the federal government. It's very simple. Oh, don't forget, he's also born today with a lifeless number 54. What does tennis have? Love, 54. It's a big tennis number. Love, 1854. Wawrinka, it's 116, born today with 116 numerology. Tennis, 81. The 81, a reflection of 18. Love, double 18. Tennis, double 81. See how it works? Back and forth tennis. See what they're doing? Geometry 108 has that pattern. Back and forth. Symmetry. All riddle. Geometry 36 is born with 36 numerology. This is completely random. I'm trying to close out some pieces of bullshit distraction, and I get distracted by Stan Wawrinka. I'm probably not even pronouncing his name right. It's probably like Vavrinka, but yeah, because you don't pronounce the W in I guess in French or something. I don't know. Let me stop talking about that because I don't know. But his name equals 46, 170. These are sacrificial numbers on this man. He needs to watch out. Sacrifice 46, 55, 170. Did he lose? I don't know. I literally didn't read the propaganda or whatever distraction piece this is. Was this $33 million? What an actor. CC 33. Oh, thanks, JP. I'm glad I give some people a laugh because I'm just, talking. This is the longest break, and he's closing shop at 11. Tennis could be easily rigged for sure, but it's a skill game. Oh, it's definitely a skill game. All these, I think a lot of these sports, well, I think they are skill games. I don't deny Stan Wawrinka's skill. This guy is a skilled tennis player, absolutely, and he deserves to be a skilled tennis player. He trained hard, he worked hard for his skill. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And it's a shame. It's a skill game. And tennis, a non-scripted tennis game, yeah, it's all a skill game. But these fake tennis games, it's so sad how this man is such a skilled tennis player, was playing rigged games. It was ridiculous. Sports are a mockery of men. It's all about whacking, hitting, smashing, kicking, throwing, grabbing, catching, bounding, hitting balls, bouncing. Yep. Word up. Number 118 is a very important number. It refers to time. 11 times 8 is 88. 88 constellations. Very, very interesting. And they use the number a lot in films too. They do, like 88 miles per hour and Back to the Future. Imagineers offline for you too. Yeah, that might just be time to. Oh, it's online for me. Yeah, okay. I think it's a sign I should just wrap up this stream then. I think it's very fair. Like, people are kind of leaving, which again, that's completely natural. People are kind of coming in and out, but I don't want to keep you guys here like for fucking like a long ass time. So I think we're at an hour and a half. Point goes to love. Yeah, there we go. That's what it goes. Point goes to love. Gays are all about that, unless you disagree. And well, yeah, gays are all about love. Gay pride, love. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Interesting though. You guys bring up really interesting connections. I really like. So yeah, I think that must be it. Ritual 45, Catholic 145. That's a good way to end this. Catholic 145, updated in 1045. The boat is a Catholic Church ritual. Catholic 145. I don't know if I'll stream again today, but it's possible. Might not be for as long, but the morning's kind of it's the end of the morning. Get machinators down. I think it's just all works well. It works again. They're messing with the site. Yeah, it's true. But even then, I've been streaming for the past hour and a half. I think it's time. It's just kind of the same thing. Several dead in fire. Maybe when they release the number dead, the exact number, and it's all by the same pattern, I'll probably just do another small stream or something. I also can't ignore this 345. I don't know much about 345, but 34 and board 5 rescued. So yeah, I mean it's been the same. We'll see the latest updates. Yeah, just the routes or constellation shape. This looks like some sort of constellation. So they're probably doing. I don't know. It's probably what they're doing. And this what the conception here, the bread basket, whichever constellation that is, born in Nazareth. The whole riddle. That might be what they're doing with this. That might be what they're doing with this. That's fucking. I really kind of think that's what they're doing. Like this is a tribute to the stars in the sky, and this is like the center of it. Like I don't know, because the 12 constellations, the 12 disciples, the story of Jesus synced up in parallel with it. It's just like, I mean, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Dive boat equals 33. Yeah, the septenary system is definitely very relevant as well. Absolutely. Dive boat 33, 78, like Jesuit as well. Thanks a lot for that, Bart. That's fucking perfect. The septenary system uses a 4x7 method. Yep, 47. It's really interesting. You might as well see what dive equals in the septenary cipher while we're on it. Dive 31. Interesting. 4 sets of 7 letters. Yeah, so again, we'll close this out. This is more. So it's the same. This is slow propaganda. If it was a shooting, I'm sure they would be pumping out faster. But the thing is with the fires, they like the fire things to keep drawn out. Like these things drawing out forever. There's several dead in fire. Let's see what several dead is alone. But yeah, again, fire 29 is 2/9. Several dead. 42, like Jesuits. That's what they say. Jesuit 21, Freemason 96. It's the same. Jesuit 21, 42, like several dead. So I think we've completely shown it's from them. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you joining the stream. If they, put out as a fresh wave of propaganda, the actual number, new pieces, maybe something, I might do another video or stream. But, take care. World's longest cruise set sail from London. This is parallel, by the way. England 30. Now they have, they're pairing 30 with this. England 30, minute 37 video, the third prime, authority 137. But anyway, you get it. It's the same pattern through all their propaganda. Love y'all too. Really do. Thanks a lot. And we out here. We're gonna expose these people every single day, and we'll get this down with time.